everybody. I haven't done one of these in a while, but it's good to mix things up every so often, right? So just a couple weeks ago, I released a new recording. I stress new recording because this is a song I wrote in 2005. The song I'm talking about, of course, is Gertrude. The original title was This Song Sucks So You Don't Have To. And the whole point of the song is to be every power ballad you've ever heard. This is actually one of the very, very few songs in my catalog in which the lyrics came first. Well, okay, technically the title came first, which that's far less rare for me. But in terms of music and lyrics, the lyrics actually came first. I literally started writing this in the middle of a coffee shop during an open mic. I got to the chorus, I turned to the person next to me, and I said, "Give me a girl's name you don't hear very often." She thought about it for a second, and then said, "Gertrude." Done. My old band Smock used to play this, so I survived a drummer joke. What's the last thing a drummer says before getting thrown out of a band? "Well, how about trying one of my songs?" And since I don't usually get this opportunity, since I don't usually take this opportunity in this sort of form, I thought I'd break down this chord progression, just so you can see how it works. And especially for fledgling songwriters who are just starting to get into on piano. One of the biggest things that's going to help you out is the ability to keep your hand in one spot as much as possible. It's common, it's natural to start with, the claw hand. Like these are the chords for the verse. Right? But you see how much my hand is moving around the keyboard. You can get away with that on guitar, but on this thing, yeah, you're kind of dead. So what's really important is to know what chord you're playing, and then what chord is next. Because, if you're thinking about this chord while you're playing it, it's too late. So the chord progression is D to B minor to G to B flat. It's taking that standard 1, 6, 4, 5 chord progression, swapping out the 5 for the flat 6, one of the really common borrowed chords. Now, all 4 of those chords have one note in common, D. And so what you can do is use that as sort of your anchor point and just move all the chords around it. So let's put D on the bottom. And if you do that, it sounds like this. That works. Works quite well. Now, we're going to put D on top. Okay, that works too. Here's what I decided to do. I actually decided to put D right in the middle. There we go. The chorus is more diatonic. It's a weird switch going from B flat to E minor, but a couple things really help out with that. One, again, just the sort of confidence, just to be, this is where we are now. And two, just the change in dynamics. The chorus is significantly louder than each verse. Especially the third verse, which is by far the quietest. So you go 2, E minor, 2 chord, A, there's the 5, there's D, there's the root. So this is an A major chord, or the 5 chord, in first inversion, because that's the third of the chord. And then back to the 7, and then back to the 6, back to B minor. So 2, 5, 1, 5, 6. And then right here, the lyrics dictate that something needs to change. So you go there, stick with this, keep this, and then throw this chord in. I love this chord. This is not the only spot that shows up. This is B minor 7 in third inversion, because that's the 7th. That would be the 7th of the chord. And we land there. That's now an E major, the good old secondary dominant. once again in first inversion. That's the third of the chord. Oh, Gertrude. And then, I don't know why I love doing this. Go to the 5 chord and deliberately not resolve it. The chord on guitar is played like this. It's just that, so that's an A7 suspended 4. And the instrument that resolves it is actually not an instrument. It's Dan Bell and Adam Donnelly, the background vocalists on the recording, and also 2 former members of Smock. Oh, Gertrude, you're the one. After the first chorus, you're back to the verse, and then after the second chorus, oh, Gertrude. Now we go to the bridge. B minor. Of course, you go to the 6. There's that third inversion chord again. Why? Because it's amazing. E major, first inversion. And then this, and then this chord sort of makes sense, but kind of doesn't. To go to the E minor. And then throwing in the 5 chord just in passing to get back to the 6. There it is again. And this time, we go here. It's the D chord. So we're back to the 1 in first inversion. To the G. Really, it's a bit of a Steely Dan chord, isn't it? And then you land there to get to the last verse. Like so. The outro, again, it's the verse chord progression again, but with the flat 6 to flat 7 to the tonic ending. That was actually not my idea. This is one of those things why it's not a bad idea to actually like show unfinished tunes or mostly finished tunes to other musicians, because they may come up with some really good ideas, and that's like explicitly what happened here. Yeah. And so the ending in flat 6 is B flat, flat 7 is C, and then you land there. Because no power ballad is complete without the add 9, right? It really isn't. So I hope this all makes sense. If you have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you want more of this stuff, let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a good one. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. And I'll see you soon.